If I did not have to review this show for you guys, I would not. I would not. I feel like it's my obligation to come on here each and every week and tell you exactly what is wrong, what is right, and what needs to be done. By the end of the 3 hours, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, I'm worn out, man. I am worn out. A long day of fucking work. Then I gotta sit through 3 hours and 15 minutes of Monday Night Raw. Commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. Then I gotta go back to work tomorrow. On the day of WWE 2K17. I won't be able to play it till tomorrow night. And my body is just worn out, man. My mind is tired. I do this for you guys. I do this because a lot of you flock to my channel to hear my thoughts on where the WWE is going per storylines as we head into whatever pay-per-view is coming up. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. And tonight, more and more and more and more headaches, more and more confusion, more and more illogical booking on WWE's behalf. I'm not going to go into a tirade. I'm really not. There's no point in me going into a tirade, man. Why? So I make myself look like a fool? No. Immediately, WWE wanted to get a rise out of me. WWE wanted to get a rise out of me, man, like your fucking mother did 3 nights ago. She got a huge rise out of me. WWE got a rise out of JD. Sasha Banks comes out to open the show. Where is this leading? I wonder where this is going, Vince. I wonder what you guys are planning next. So Sasha comes out. Blah, 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 blah. I sat home and I worshipped Eddie Guerrero. I did this and I did that. I dreamt big and here I am, the women's champion. And I see all the little girls out there and I think about all the little girls and how they idolize me and they want to be me. That's what the promo was. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Same old tired story and dance from the women. Oh, the women. They're starting a revolution. All the women, all the little girls want to be like these role models. Come on, you're gonna make me fucking puke. You're gonna make me vomit the fucking Chipotle I had for lunch this afternoon, man. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. Just shut your fucking mouth, get in the ring, and wrestle. That's all I want to say. But after all this nauseating bullshit, Sasha Banks proclaims, yet again we have to see it, Charlotte and Sasha taking place again after we've seen it, what, how many times now? What, 8, 9 times on the main roster? Give me a fucking break, man. Seriously. So if you're excited about this feud, and if you're excited to see this match again, you are a goddamn fucking illogical goon. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, who the fuck is excited about this? The only ones that are excited, like I mentioned last week, are the 7-year-old fucking females, all the little girls in the audience who got Sasha and Becky and Nikki on her fucking bedroom wall as she fucking takes her backpack off and she just staring at the wall, starry-eyed. Oh, I want to be a diva. That's all, man. Seriously, if you're watching the product and you're a fan, there's no way this match excites you anymore, man. WWE has already rammed it down your throat to the point where you don't care anymore. And I just don't care. So what does WWE do? Let's put the women inside Satan's structure. Yes, that's gonna sell. Sure it will. 2 women, never been done before, hell in a cell. This is a real revolution. This is a real revolution. No, this is not a revolution, Stephanie. This is not a revolution, Vince and Dunn and whoever else is fucking running things behind Monday Night Raw's curtain. Give me a break. This is a 3-woman revolution. This is not a women's revolution. Give me a break. This is 3 women who you're cycling over and over and over, week after week after week. You add Dana Brooke in there, and you guys know last week, she's so incompetent she can't even fucking peel a potato. Give me a break. Dana Brooke, Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte. That's your women's division? That's your women's division, right? That's your revolution right there. Some revolution you got going on when Bayley has fucking squash matches on Monday Night Raw. But you'll get the fucking idiot watching the show. Oh, Bayley is so talented. I can't wait to see Bayley. I'm excited to see Bayley. You're excited to see Bayley? If this was such a great revolution, if this was such a monumental division, right? Why would Bayley be in squash matches? You know what that tells me? The division on Monday Night Raw sucks. There's no depth whatsoever. And like I said on my No Mercy review last night, SmackDown is doing the one thing Monday Night Raw, actually they're doing a lot better. They're doing a lot more than Monday Night Raw, but the one thing that they're doing is being consistent, and they're building new stars. Take a look at The Miz, take a look at Ziggler, right? Where would those guys be on Monday Night Raw? Mid-card, unforgettable trash. That's where they be on Monday Night Raw. On SmackDown, they are main event. And I was critical as fuck against Dolph Ziggler. I was critical as anybody else against Dolph Ziggler getting championship matches and Intercontinental Championship matches. WWE made me care. The storyline that he was in made me care. The Miz, when was the last time anybody praised The Miz about anything? This guy's doing the best work of his fucking life on SmackDown. Where would he be on Monday Night Raw? He would be unforgettable trash on Monday Night Raw. That's the cold hard fact. So, Monday Night Raw is not making stars, and they're taking what was once special and ruining it slowly. SmackDown, they're taking all of WWE's B-listers and they're making them into superstars. They're doing what the draft is supposed to be about. Making new stars while Monday Night Raw is burying them. So what does WWE do? We got some revolution on our hands, right? Let's put them in Hell in a Cell. Do you understand? Do you understand how ridiculous this looks? Seriously. I mean, who is excited about Hell in a Cell? Unless you are a fucking casual viewer. You're not excited about Hell in a Cell. Now, if you're a smart individual like me, and you're someone with a fucking brain, you would realize that Sasha and Charlotte inside Satan's structure that held the likes of, I don't know, Lesnar, Taker, Foley, Cactus Jack, Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mick Foley, Mankind, who the fuck it? Mick Foley, Triple H, Stone Cold, right? All these legends. Now you're gonna put Sasha and Charlotte inside Hell in a Cell? 2 women who can barely go out there on any given night and barely escape without an injury? You're gonna put these women inside Satan's structure. Yeah, it's really gonna go over well, right? So, not only have we been bored to tears with this feud already, you think putting them inside Hell in a Cell is going to enhance this revolution? All it's doing is masking your problem. The Hell in a Cell is doing nothing but masking the lack of depth on Monday Night Raw's women's division. It's masking the problem that WWE has absolutely no creativity, no direction for Charlotte and Sasha Banks. And what are they going to have? What are they going to have? Sasha Banks jump off the fucking 25-foot structure a la Shane McMahon? I doubt it. I doubt it. Is Charlotte going to do one of her twisting moonsaults off the fucking cage? I doubt it. So why is the structure going to enclose these 2 women? Is their feud worth Hell in a Cell? Of course not. Of course not. They don't have the boiling eruption of a feud that's ready to fucking come to a head, that needs to end, the ties need to be severed. No. None of that is apparent here. This is WWE. This is WWE trying to... They're trying to brainwash you, thinking that this is a revolution. Meanwhile, it's nothing but WWE's desperate attempt to try and create a revolution, and they're not. This is the most desperate attempt I've ever seen by WWE to get the fact of this revolution over. And it's the worst fucking decision I think they've ever made ever since they started coining the phrase women's revolution. This does not need a hell in a cell. It does not need a cage. It's illogical to have two women inside this thing when the structure is there merely as eye candy to sell a pay-per-view. The cage is not going to come into play. We're not going to see the things that we should see inside Hell in a Cell. It's nothing but fucking gimmick on top of gimmick on top of gimmick. I don't know what happened to WWE, man. I don't know what happened to the logic of fucking fans. You know? What happened to the Bayley and Sasha hype coming out of the first TakeOver Brooklyn event? That's what really got everybody talking about this revolution, right? The four horsewomen, you know? And then WWE, coming out of that, they booked a 30-minute Iron Woman match. All the hype that went into that was brilliant. The match, the build, the reasoning for it was brilliant. It was brilliant. They were doing firsts in NXT. And you know what revolved around all of that? Storyline. And oh my gosh, wrestling! Storytelling in the ring! Story that I can be invested in! Wow! What an ingenious concept! Now WWE, what do? Well, we have this revolution. We have Charlotte, and we have Sasha, and they're two of the biggest stars in the WWE, and we're going to put them inside Hell in a Cell, and the cell is not going to be used whatsoever. It's merely going to be used as a aesthetic, as a piece of eye candy, and we're going to put the women in there, and we're going to sell this pay-per-view, and we're going to make history. We're going to do what nobody else has done with their women's division. We're going to put women inside a 25-foot cage. Come on. Absolutely pathetic. It is desperation to the fucking last letter. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Then you're going to have some fucking idiot, you know, which has already been stated on my Twitter. JD, what? Oh, the women can't have a Hell in a Cell? Why? Because they're women? Give me a break. Give me a break. This is not needed. I'm not saying that the women can't do the same thing the men can. What happened to the rumor going around that, you know, the women were going to have their own Money in the Bank ladder match? That's a little bit more feasible. That's a little bit more understandable. But to put these two women who are legit killing each other week after week after week with botches, I mean, someone walks out of these matches with a fucking injury every fucking time. You're going to put these women inside a cage? You know? All Sasha needs to do is the fucking shiny steel around her. God knows what this woman's going to think of. And then when she ends her career inside the cage, right? Everybody's going to be crying. Everybody's going to be bitching and moaning. Oh, I don't believe it. Sasha's retiring. Yet those are the same people that want to see her inside the cage. Idiots. Fucking idiots, man. Seriously. But it all goes back to what I said, the most important thing here. WWE rearing the ugly head of desperation here to put two women inside a Hell in a Cell when all it does is devalue what the cage is supposed to be. They didn't need this shit in NXT, man. They didn't need this shit in NXT. They didn't need gimmicks. They didn't need fucking week after week after week, rehash after rehash after rehash. NXT built it with story. NXT built it without the gimmicks. That was a revolution. What WWE is doing on Monday Night Raw It's a desperate attempt to try and make you believe, by brainwashing you, that what you're seeing is a revolution. Dana, Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte is not a fucking revolution. The women's division, if you ask me, is worse now than it was when we had the Divas Championship. And I may get flack for that. I may get bullshit for that. But obviously, we all know Sasha and Charlotte are talented. WWE doesn't realize how damaging their booking and storytelling and their direction is harming this division. There is no division, man. You take a look at SmackDown. How many women they got over there? Minus Eva Marie. Well, they got 5, 6 women, and they're all being utilized to the best of their ability. They're all being showcased. Monday Night Raw, 4 women is not a revolution, man. 4 women shows a lack of direction, a lack of creativity, and most importantly, a lack of depth. By putting them in a cage is not going to make these women more important. It's not. It's not at all. I don't give a fuck about pay-per-view buys. I don't give a fuck about network subscriptions. I don't give a fuck about being first and making history and having a women's first and a this and a that and a that. No. If you can avoid doing something like this for the sake of the fucking cage, I would avoid it. Not only that, WWE, Hell in a Cell, man. It's bad enough that we got one Hell in a Cell that was named Roman Reigns and Rusev. Then we get this announcement. And then we get another announcement stating that there's going to be 3 Hell in a Cell matches in one night. That's 3 times for me to fucking rip my eyeballs out. WWE has completely, not only with the Sasha Charlotte announcement, completely devalued any meaning this structure has had. The days of past are gone. The days of Undertaker and Foley and Triple H and Cactus Jack and everything that was a memory. HBK and Taker, everything that was a memory. Kane's debut. Everything that was a memory is being fucking wasted. They will only be a memory. You want to watch Hell in a Cell? You go back to when it first started with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and it picked up from there. That's it. What you're seeing now, Hell in a Cell is a absolute shell of its former self, man. It's done nothing to enhance a feud. It's done nothing to enhance the talent. It's done nothing to really rear its ugly head as Satan's structure. I think the last Hell in a Cell match that we legit got, and it lived up to the meaning, was Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Blood, 2 men, 2 veterans, 2 beasts who knew what the meaning was of Hell in a Cell. They went in there, and within fucking 3 minutes, they were fucking pouring blood. I don't get that from any of these combatants in 3 weeks at Hell in a Cell. Not at all, man. Hell in a Cell is a dead gimmick. It's a dead fucking match. It needs to be retired, and it needs to go away for a very, very long time. Because what WWE has done after tonight is not only embarrass the entire history of the fucking structure, they are really, really trying to make you care. And by having 3 Hell in a Cell matches, it's overkill. Any normal human being that watches this product regularly with a brain is going to realize that it is overkill. It is not making it special by having it appear 3 times in one night. By the end of the first one, I'm done. If I see nothing special happen in these matches, what is the fucking point? Roman Reigns and Rusev is not built up to the point where it needs to end in Hell in a Cell. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins is not built up to the point where it needs to be inside Hell in a Cell. For the simple fact, Kevin Owens is positioned as not even the most important thing on the show. But he's inside Hell in a Cell. WWE already fucked up just based on that fact alone. Kevin Owens is not the most important man on this show. He's the champion. He's the number 1 guy holding the number 1 title, but he's not positioned as the number 1 man. Roman Reigns is positioned as the number 1 man. Go figure. Go figure. Those feuds, especially Sasha and Charlotte, do not need to be inside the cell. WWE's trying to lure you in. Lure you in, man. Like fucking Medusa. Right? She lures all the soldiers, all the gladiators into the fucking cave. Look at me. Look at my fucking big tits. Then the snakes come out. Then the fucking snakes come out. You look into the fucking glare, right? And all of a sudden, boom, you're frozen. You're frozen. Stone. Nothing but fucking a slab of stone. And you're there to fucking rot eternally. That's what WWE wants to do to you. That's what the WWE wants to do to you, man. They want to lure you in to fucking watch this pay-per-view. And then Stephanie McMahon has the gall. Oh, we're gonna top AJ Styles and John Cena and Dean Ambrose. We're gonna top the triple threat match. Let me tell you something, honey. Not many people in this fucking industry can top what AJ Styles does on any given night, man. And the match that John Cena, Ambrose, and Styles had was fucking great. There's no way anything on Hell in a Cell is gonna come close to that, or even The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Give me a break. Monday Night Raw is desperately trying to lure you in, and that's all it is, man. At the end of the day, they're going to make fools of themselves, and it's nothing but sheer desperation to fucking build this pay-per-view on a gimmick that is completely watered down, unoriginal in its current state, unimportant. There's no need for it. Absolutely no need for it. That's my thoughts on that. Rest of the show? Do I even go over the rest of the show? No. Why? Nothing happened here. Nothing happened. If your name is not Paul Heyman, nothing happened here. If your name is not Brock Lesnar or Bill Goldberg, nothing happened here. Cesaro beat Kofi Kingston. 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay. The one match that's fresh on Hell in a Cell is this match. Sheamus and Cesaro challenging for the tag team championships. And they're going against the New Day at the pay-per-view. Probably one of the few things I'm looking forward to at this show. But Cesaro didn't get the win, man. Small package. 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Kofi beats him with a small package. Bayley versus Cammy Fields. Bayley really needs to be in squash matches, eh? Right? This is some revolution you got. This is some division you got there, right? Like I just said in the beginning, it shows a lack of depth in the division. No reason why Bayley needs to be in squash matches. What happened? Bayley to belly, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. She beats Cammy Fields. Where the fuck do they find these people, man? Seriously. Did they go to the local PetSmart or Petco and look at the lady in fucking aisle 5 buying 87 cans of cat food? Hey, honey, you want to be on Monday Night Raw tonight and have some extra money in your pocket? You know? You could give all the fucking cats that you got, all the cat food for the rest of the year. Come job to Bayley. This is where they find these people. Cammy Fields? Give me a fucking break, man. 2 minutes and 19 seconds, Bayley in squash matches. Don't need to be on my television. Bayley needs to have solid competition. But this is WWE's Revolution. After the match, Dana Brooke jumps Bayley. Ooh, is that going to be now booked for Hell in a Cell? You're going to put that inside Hell in a Cell now too? Seriously. Dana Brooke would fucking cut herself by closing the fucking door before she even gets in the cage. Tell me she fucking sucks. Drew Gulak, Tony Nese versus Sin Cara and Lince Dorado. Cruiserweights. Yeah, cruiserweights. And cruiserweights that lasted 3 minutes and 17 seconds. You got Tony Nese and fucking Lince Dorado on Monday Night Raw. And that's all you do? 3 minutes and 17 seconds? Why? Mick Foley's pandering to the crowd wasn't enough? The announcement of unimportant, not worthy Hell in a Cell match more important? Right? I'd much rather see Tony Nese. How many more commercials we gotta take to cut the cruiserweights out of the show? 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Are you serious? Some division you got there, Vince. Some investment you got there, Stephanie. Cruiserweights are on Monday Night Raw. Yeah! 3 minutes? How can I get invested in the fucking division? And how can anybody get invested in the talent if all they're doing is going out there for 3 minutes? Don't understand the logic of WWE. What happens here? We got Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Couple of haters, right? Anderson and Gallows come out. And then WWE and the fucking goons behind the commentary desk, everybody not named Corey Graves, these guys are proclaiming that Gallows and Anderson are destroying the tag team division. What the fuck program are you watching? They're running roughshod over the tag team division. What have you watched for the last 6 months, man? All I've seen is fed to Roman Reigns, fed to Roman Reigns, fed to Roman Reigns. New day, new day, new day, loss, loss, loss. And then they want to beat R-Truth and Goldust last week. Yeah, they're really the fucking terrors of the tag team division because they beat Goldust and R-Truth. Are these guys for real? It's going to take more than just beating Goldust and R-Truth to get me to care about Gallows and Anderson. And they finally attacked Enzo and Big Cass. Another division that's completely fucking worthless. That has no direction whatsoever. Enzo and Cass, the most popular team on the fucking roster. Maybe one of the most popular teams in all of wrestling. Still without tag team championships. I don't know why. Gallows and Anderson should have won the fucking titles, and they should have set up a tag team title match between these two teams. That's the way it should have went. They should have beat the New Day. But no, WWE wants to break Demolition's record just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it, because they're in a lawsuit, and they want their current guys to hold the record, so the old guys and the old school and the old timers don't have it anymore. Here's what it is, man. Here's what it is. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. I don't know if I'm the only one, man, but Bo Dallas, man, his look and his demeanor is very intriguing. I want to see more of him, man. I think he could be a solid mid-card guy if they really get behind him. I think the new attitude change and the intensity could go a long way for Bo Dallas. And Curtis Axel, I've been a fan of Curtis Axel for years, man. Completely lost in the shuffle, completely directionless. One of the most underutilized talents that they have there. This guy could be gold in the mid-card, man. You put this guy on SmackDown and you give him his old gimmick, man. You give him his old gimmick without the fucking John Cena jorts and the fucking polo cap or whatever the fuck he's wearing, the beanie. This guy could be money on SmackDown. Honestly. But Enzo and Big Cass here, attacked by Gallows and Anderson. Whatever the case may be. After the match, or after the scheduled match, Axel and Dallas say they want a tag team match. Out comes Sami Zayn and the man that literally creative forgot, Neville. They come out and Sami Zayn and Neville beat Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Not a lot of wrestling on this show by the time stamps on these matches. Zayn and Neville beat Axel and Bo Dallas. Red Arrow to Curtis Axel. R-Truth versus Titus O'Neil. I didn't watch because why should I? Why should I, man? I'd much rather be doing anything else than watching Titus O'Neil in the ring, man. Please. I would much rather turn on the home gardening channel and fucking learn how to plant cucumbers so that when Dana Brooke comes out, we can test her to see if her carving skills are up to par. That's what I'd much rather do than watch Titus O'Neil in the match. And on top of that, he fought R-Truth. Who cares? Why is this on my television? Why does this even matter to anybody? It doesn't. Braun Strowman versus the Splash Brothers. Steven and Clay Splash. I made a splash all over your mother's face 3 nights ago. The Splash Brothers. I don't know where they find these guys. Honestly, one dude looked like fucking... He raided, I swear to God, the fucking guy, the Milli Vanilli looking motherfucker. He looked like he raided the Berserker's fucking wardrobe closet, man. You know, remember the Berserker? Huss! 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 You know? The guy that used to come out in the Royal Rumble and eliminate fucking 12 guys before getting eliminated by The Undertaker. You know, that guy. You know? The other guy, swear to God, man, he looked like Captain Lou Albano with a carrot top haircut. Don't know where they find these guys. They must have combed every back alley in Oakland, California to find the 2 biggest degenerates they possibly could to fill this role of jobber on tonight's show. And what happened? Braun Strowman wins in 59 seconds. He gets on the microphone and wants better competition next week. Pretty much said the same thing that he said last week. Foley, this is what you give me. I asked for better competition and this is the trash that you give me. If I don't get what I want next week, there will not be a next week. Everybody's saying, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? People were thinking it was going to be Luke Harper because he was touring with the Monday Night Raw brand. Obviously, that's not going to be because he is on SmackDown after he showed up at No Mercy to help Bray Wyatt beat Randy Orton. Everybody's saying now, as per rumor, it might be Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe needs to go to SmackDown. If he goes to Monday Night Raw, he will get devoured by the Machine. And I don't want to see that happen. But it is an intriguing match, you know? Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman. It's not going to generate any excitement out of me, man, obviously. But Braun Strowman, listen, you want to build this guy up. You have him come out in the Royal Rumble and you have him dominate the fucking Rumble, man. Give this guy a block of like fucking 20 minutes where he's just by himself. Remember when Stone Cold or Diesel was in the Royal Rumble by himself? Guy's just coming in, man, just fucking throwing people out left and right. That's what they got to build up to. That's what they got to build up to with Braun Strowman. There's not going to be anybody on this roster that's going to come in here and legit stand up to this guy. You know, I've been proclaiming that it could be the Big Show or Mark Henry that gets fed to this guy, but that's just the generic way of doing things. You know, it would be good. It would be decent for Samoa Joe to beat Braun Strowman after all this shit, but, I mean, Samoa Joe, we know Samoa Joe is a beast, man. He doesn't need to beat Braun Strowman. All he needs to do is show up on Smackdown and give a muscle buster to John Cena, and he's a made man. We don't need to see this fucking shit with Braun Strowman. I mean, where's this going? You know? How many more times are we going to see him beat fucking Carrot Top and fucking Mini Berserker over here? It's getting boring. Now they're going the Ryback route, man. They did the same thing with Ryback. Started him off with one jobber. Then it went to 2 jobbers. Then it went to 3 jobbers and 4 jobbers. You know? They're following the Ryback fucking path here. And it's not exciting to me, man. It's not exciting. Where's Nia Jax, by the way? Speaking of squashes, where the fuck is Nia Jax at? You know? Seriously. The one woman I want to see, not on the show. I don't get this show. I really don't. Charlotte and Rusev versus Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks. This all stemmed from the opening segment. Rusev interfered. He interfered in the beginning, talking about, you know, this is his show and he demands attention. And Sasha was proclaiming that she wants Charlotte inside Hell in a Cell. He came out, and then Roman Reigns came out and stared down Rusev and chased him off. So Teddy Long, the spirit of Teddy Long, you know, appears over at Monday Night Raw's arena here in Oakland, California, and makes a mixed tag team match. Charlotte and Rusev versus Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks went 9 minutes. Who cares? Who cares? Why am I seeing Hell in a Cell matches? Why am I seeing Hell in a Cell matches in mixed tag team form on Monday Night Raw? It's not going to generate interest, man. We've seen this already. We've seen this time and time and time and time again. We're not going to become interested in it when you flip the roles, man. Oh, we had Roman Reigns and Rusev, and we had Sasha and Charlotte. Why don't we flip the roles and make it a mixed tag team match? It's not going to gain any interest, man. Not at all. Not at all. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. TJ Perkins versus Arya Daivari. 5 minutes and 14 seconds. TJ Perkins wins with a knee bar. So, you take this match, and then you take the tag team match that we seen earlier in the night. And that makes 2 cruiserweight segments that went under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes. Great division you got there, WWE. Great division. Great division, man. You got this great blooming talent coming out of the Cruiserweight Classic that was made to look like fucking something unbelievable. They get to Monday Night Raw. One match is 3 minutes. One match is 5 minutes. What can you prove to me in 5 minutes? What can you prove to me in 3 minutes? Nothing. Nothing. At all. Before I even fucking blink, the match is over. Why am I going to care? I don't. And I won't. What else do we got here? My notes ended here. Is that it? No, we got Goldberg. Goldberg and Paul Heyman. That's it. I'm ending this review. This show was fucking terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. I have absolutely no desire to even be sitting here right now. The biggest thing from this show, actually Jericho and Rollins was a very good main event. The show was all right. Stephanie made the match, or the match was made before the show. Stephanie ended the stipulation that if Jericho wins, he gets added to the Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. Obviously, Seth Rollins won. He beat Jericho. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins will be one-on-one inside the cell. It was a decent match, but you can see that they're building dissension between Jericho and Kevin Owens. Maybe on his way out, Jericho screws over Owens. I don't know. We all know Jericho is on his way out. He's got Fozzy priorities to take care of, but, you know, it was a very good main event for what it was. And Jericho's doing some of the best work of his career, man. Seriously, he is the best thing on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be a shame when he leaves Monday Night Raw. But the biggest thing from this show is, man, after 12 years, Goldberg is coming back to Monday Night Raw. Goldberg is going to be on Monday Night Raw next week from Denver. Paul Heyman came out and he pretty much directly, I don't even need to go over what he said, you know, Brock Lesnar is issuing the challenge to a one-on-one fight Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Paul Heyman was there to speak on behalf of Brock Lesnar, as always, as you guys know. Brock Lesnar wasn't there, and Goldberg immediately tweeted after Heyman left the ring and they went to commercial break. We were shown a tweet from Goldberg stating that he will be booking his flight and he's going to be on Monday Night Raw next week for the first time in 12 years to answer Paul Heyman's challenge. Hashtag who's next. It's happening, guys. It is happening. Whether it happens at Survivor Series, whether it happens at the Royal Rumble, I don't know. But it is happening. And every year now, man, that makes it 3 years in a row. It happened with The Warrior. It happened with Sting. It happened with Goldberg this year. Everybody that is affiliated with WWE 2K, each and every year when the game comes out, there is something special waiting for them on television. This is something very, very intriguing, man, because it's going to really pique people's interests about what is going to happen with 2K18. You know, who's going to be on the cover? Who's going to be as a DLC? Pre-order bonus. Is it going to be Kurt Angle? Is it going to be one of the Hardys? Who the fuck knows, man? But everybody that is graced the cover and had something to do with the video game has always ended up in a major storyline on WWE television, man. Warrior got inducted to the Hall of Fame, right? Then we had Sting. He made his debut in WWE at the Survivor Series, right? Right after the game came out. Now, same thing's happening with Goldberg, man. I am excited for this. I really am. I'm going to be excited to see Goldberg. That should pop interest. That should pop the interest WWE needs to see Goldberg back on Monday Night Raw after 12 years. I talked about this in depth on Off The Script Part 2 this weekend, man. If you guys want to go read, or not read, but if you guys want to go listen to my opinion on what I think about this match and why it's happening, why I think it should happen, and why I think it's going to be better now than it did at WrestleMania 20, you guys need to watch that video, man. Listen to what I'm telling you and explain it to you. I don't want to go over it here again because I already discussed it and I'm fucking tired, to be quite honest with you. I had a very long day. But this is happening, man. It is happening. Goldberg will be on Monday Night Raw for the first time in 12 years to confront and answer Paul Heyman's challenge on behalf of Brock Lesnar, man. Good stuff there, and it's going to be very interesting for WWE, man. I'll be very interested to see the ratings if Goldberg pops any rating whatsoever for Monday Night Raw. That's my review, man. Absolutely another throwaway show, and you guys know how I feel about the Hell in a Cell match with the women. I don't like it whatsoever. I do not like it whatsoever, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from as far as that goes. Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed the review, hit that thumbs up. I'll be back tomorrow with 2K17. It begins tomorrow, man. My career mode begins. We're going to be doing a fucking draft for Universe mode. Me and fucking Rusty, a.k.a. Falcon. We will fill you guys in on all that. Goon City Wrestling is coming, man. GCW in WWE 2K17. It's going to be a great year, man. Can't wait to get that started. Thank you guys so much, man. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. We'll be back with WWE 2K17 tomorrow. Smackdown Live review tomorrow night. I'm JD. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more great WWE action. Talk to you later.